Hi everybody, Nancy here. Today I'm making a do-over video. I'm going to show you how to use ZoomNotes to help meet reading goals, aka how to add dates to any .pdf book. Now I did this yesterday and I apologize to the 18 people that saw the video yesterday. As it turns out, the system does something I wasn't aware of, and it looked like a bug to me, but it's because I didn't know it was doing a certain thing. And I'm so glad I made the mistake, because I did that, I was able to find out something else it does, and it just made my day. So let me tell you what's going on. All right. I woke up yesterday, and knowing what I know about the last couple of updates, we've had a couple of new things added, and I kind of sort of knew how they worked, and I don't think they've been mentioned anywhere except in the list of things that have changed. So I wanted to do it. I wanted to see if this would work. I have this 1,751 page document. It's my Bible. All right, and years ago, there was somebody came out with the idea that you can read the Bible through in 90 days. And if you read a certain number of pages out of this one particular Bible, and, because every version has a different number of pages, so you had to kind of sort of have his version of it for it to work. But it would have at the top of each page where you were supposed to start and stop. And I wanted to do that again, but I wanted to do it digitally. So I thought, I wonder with this new feature if this would work. So I gave it a test, and it works. I'm so excited. Okay, and if you're not interested in that, that's okay, because you can do that. Let's say you want to read 10 books in 30 days. 10 books in a month. Well, then you would take the total number of pages and divide it by 30 days and find out how many pages you need to read every day in order to finish the 10 books. It just so happens that all mine are in one. All right. So if you look at over on the right, my pages, I've got 1751. Well, I know the first two pages this is the first page, and the next one is the table of contents, and then the next page is where it actually starts. So I'm going to subtract 2 pages from my total, then go out to my calculator, and I think it's, let me clear, 1749 divided by 90 days equals 19.43. And I'm going to round that up to 20. That way, maybe I'll finish it sooner. The one and only time I've ever done this, I actually finished in 79 days. I kind of jumped ahead a couple of times, because once you get rolling, why stop? And if you have time. So anyway, but I have decided that instead of 19 and a half pages, I'm going to tell it every 20 pages I want to do this. And I honestly don't know how I would do the and a half anyway, so we're going to round it up to 20. Now, the first thing I need to do, this is just one great big old PDF file. There's no sorry, I had a pop-up. I had to check and see. There's no magic about this book. It's just pages. So the first thing I need to do in order to put the date on it is tell it the pages that need a date, I need to tell it is a calendar page. And it's just a day page, and today is the first date, Saturday the 28th. Okay, so I have to turn that on. Now, I only have to do it one time. Then another thing, I need to show it where to put the date. So if I get an A, get the text and draw a space, this is where I want to put the date. And I'm going to change the size of it, and I'm also going to change the color of it. And I'm going to do backslash DT, DT. Okay. Now, next thing, all I need to do, before I made the mistake, I thought I had to run, copy the backslash DT over and over again, and that's where I made my mistake. You don't have to. This one step will cover both the date and the calendar page at one time. So if I go to the selection menu, go to Copy Properties, 2 pages, and select Page Calendar Properties. I want to do selected pages, not all of them, and I'm going to change this to 3-1751. Now here's where the magic is. You don't have to, you don't have to do 20 comma 40 comma 50, 60 comma. That's what I thought you had to do, and I was already dreading this. You know, I was just doing 10 times, and it was confusing to me for some reason. I'd keep hitting off of it, and I'd keep losing it. Well, as it turns out, there's a magic code. If you put the start and end number from 3 through 1751, and at the end of that, no spaces, add an S and 20, because that's how many pages I want to skip. So I don't know that S stands for skip, but for our intents and purposes, that's what that's going to mean, so you can remember it. It's the first page through the last page, and skip S20, or whatever number you want to skip. It might be 5, you know. So this makes my day. All right, so now I'm just going to say copy. Now it has just, every 20 pages, it has converted it to an is calendar page, and it also put the area where the backslash DT would be. You don't see it, which was kind of confusing to me at first, but now that I know that's the way it works, it's cool. So if I go to page 23, that's the first page I should be able to see the is calendar page. So if I stop on page 7 and look at the eye, see, is calendar page is not turned on. But if I keep going to page 23 and look, it is a calendar page. Hallelujah. Now see, there is no backslash DT. I did this video before, and I didn't realize that it wasn't going to actually put that there. So I thought I had done something wrong, but that's not true. Even though you can't see it, it has also copied that backslash DT in the code or whatever. So I'm going to go back to page 3. Back to page 3. Now I do need to tell it to, if I go here, go to Copy Properties, 2 pages, and change it to Insert Date Text. And select and do 3 S20 and hit return and then copy. This makes me giggle because it's like magic. Okay, so starting on Saturday the 28th, I have to read these pages. And when I get to 23, see, imagine having to type in 23, 43, you know. Ugh. And there's my date. And I know I can stop here. And if I look, see, it is a calendar page. Magic. If I go to 43, stop somewhere between and do 29, is not a calendar page, okay? I love Zoom Notes. I know I don't say that enough, right? See, there's my date at the top and is calendar page. Okay, now what this also means, think of the applications. If I want to do a certain routine, let me show you an example. If I were doing this to my planner and I have this zone 1 cleaning, I have 5 different zones that here's the list of things that I want to clean, but I only want to do it every 14 days. Then I can run the same thing, but instead of copying the date, the backslash DTM, whatever, I don't need to tell it. I don't think I need to tell it that it is a calendar, because it should already be that way if I'm using a planner. But I put this on its own layer, and then I can go here, go to copy properties, and then do current layer, do selected, do the same. Mine usually are about 433, so that would be, whatever. It would probably be, let's say, 42, because you're only going to do the dailies or the weeklies. But there's probably not enough room on a weekly page to show this particular item, so you probably need a daily for this. So wherever your days start, that would be your first number. And then the last page would be, so let's say 440 to 450, S 14. And this will appear every 14th page. And you could continue to do that with all the different zones. Show that in a different, on a different page. I don't know if that was the intended purpose of this. We never really know where it originates, but that's what it will do. So anyway, I hope y'all have a great day, and this wasn't too confusing. It's so simple, y'all. Okay, y'all have a great one. Bye.